Welcome to Modern Living. I'm Kathy Ireland. With so many hearing devices available on the market today, how does one determine the best one for their needs? President and Doctor of Audiology, Dr. Daniel R. Schumaier of Tweak Hearing is here to tell us all about their unique and affordable solutions. Welcome, Daniel.
Well, thank you, Kathy. It's a pleasure to be here to talk about my passion for the last 40 years, and that's helping people to hear better every day.
Well, Daniel, in your experience, why do so many struggle with choosing just the right hearing product to meet their need?
But in this country, we're only serving about 24% of the people that have hearing loss.
Why is that?
That's basically because of two things. One is the expense of hearing aids, and the second would be the delivery system we have. When we go to the foreign countries, some of the countries it's less than 3% are served, and in some of the countries where they give hearing aids away, it's up to maybe 40%, 39% of the people that are getting helped. But I've traveled the world and I've done a lot of humanitarian work and in helping people here. And my goal was to develop something that's going to be affordable for people, and also it's going to be easily programmed so it can be adjusted for people. And that's what I've developed with Tweak Hearing.
Daniel, how does your background and your company, Tweak Hearing, address these challenges and deliver affordable solutions?
Well, I've been an inventor and invented a lot of products in the hearing healthcare field. And as I said, I was looking for a way where we can take and come up with a product that we could fit anywhere. As a matter of fact, I wanted a product that with a battery and the hearing instrument, I could fit someone in the middle of the desert.
Wow.
And that's what I've developed. This is actually, I've got one on. It's called Tweak right here.
Okay.
And you can see it's a miniature product. It looks like a hearing aid. It has all the components in there of a hearing aid, but it's actually a PSAP. And a PSAP is a personal sound amplification product.
Okay.
The interesting thing that I've done with this product is, in the past, hearing aids were fit where people would use software, and we'd have to hook wires to the hearing aid to adjust the hearing aid for the person's loss. With this particular instrument, I figured that we had enough space in here that we could store multiple algorithms or formulas for fitting. And that's what I've done. Inside this instrument, we've got a number of fitting algorithms. And basically what we do, we empower the wearer to set the instrument so it's comfortable for them. There's all kinds of research that shows in medicine anyway that when people are allowed to make their own decisions about their treatment, or they're empowered, they do much better. And that's what we found with Tweak Hearing. It's a device that's it's not very big.
No.
You can actually put it on your ear with a battery, and you simply click through the various algorithms. And what happens with hearing loss, and I should say this instrument will fit about 70% of the people that have hearing loss. What happens with most hearing losses is that the hearing loss starts in the high frequencies, gradually decreases and involves more and more low frequencies. So I just happen to be smart enough to say, let's put those formulas in there. So we start from the highs and gradually go to the lows. So what happens, a person puts this product on their ear,
Yes.
and we've got what we call a rocker switch here. They'll actually press a switch, and we're changing the formula for hearing every time they press the button. And they can go back and forth until they find the listening level that they really like and they can hear well with. Once they find that, they simply hold the button down for 10 seconds. Then they'll hear a long beep, and it's programmed. So when they put it on in the morning, it's already set for where they like it. Now that's just the start of it. This particular product here is called Focus. In many situations, even though this is a digital instrument, in noisy situations, people with hearing loss have a lot of difficulty hearing.
Yes.
And what we're able to do with this, let's say a person leaves their home and goes to a restaurant. I don't know if you've got older relatives, but they'll tell you, I just can't hear in those situations. That's because of the background noise. With the Focus model, if a person simply holds the upper switch down for 2 seconds, they'll hear it go, and it actually turns on a second microphone, and it makes it directional. So it's kind of like putting blinders on a horse.
You hear
whoever
what
they
you
look
wanna
at,
hear.
you're going to hear it, and it's going to cut out the background noise. When you leave that situation, you would hold the bottom switch down for 2 seconds, and then it'll go back to a beep where you hear all the way around, omnidirectional. On top of that, even though this instrument has got a high-end chip in it with a great feedback canceller, that's why we can do what we call open fits. This product also has a volume control. And this is critical even on a digital hearing aid. Even though the instrument's reacting about 1.5 million times over a bunch of different bands, there are times when you may want to turn things up or turn it down.
Right.
By simply tapping the upper switch, you can make that curve that you selected get louder, or tapping the lower one, you can decrease it. So you can adjust it for different situations if they're very loud or very soft.
I
So
love the
it's a
freedom
great
that
product.
it gives people. It's
Great product.
wonderful. And in this Modern Living Field Report, we delve into Tweak Hearing and their affordable and accessible hearing solutions.
Tweak Hearing is a leader in the field of hearing assistance, and their product meets today's challenges by making better hearing affordable and accessible. Tweak is most useful for individuals that have difficulty hearing in certain situations and gives the user the flexibility to quickly adjust the sound for different environments.
Tweak is very easy to adjust. You can go from being in a crowd to where you want to hear somebody that's talking directly to you, or being in a meeting where you need to hear what's being said from an auditorium. It's simple to change from those modes to increasing the volume or lowering the volume with just a click of the ear. But I would recommend Tweak to anybody, even before the hearing aid.
No other manufacturer of personal sound amplification products or hearing aids has Tweak's patented technology, which puts the consumer in the driver's seat through unparalleled ease of use.
I've had my Tweaks for 2 years. I find them easy to use, easy to insert into the ear. The controls are very easy to use, very comfortable wearing, even with glasses. I find that in restaurants, or if you're in a meeting place where there's a lot of background noise, the controls are very easy to block out that noise to where you can have a normal conversation.
It has enhanced my hearing experience as I approach 65. I am in different working environments. A lot of times I have a farm, beef cattle farm, that I don't need to hear the cows moo anymore. And then I get into meetings with folks in our area of banking and agricultural and insurance where I need to pay attention to what they're saying. So it works, very versatile piece of equipment.
Daniel, what are the indications of hearing loss?
Well, there are many indications, but for most people, it's when someone comes in my office, they'll say, well, I think people are mumbling, or I can't understand, especially in restaurants. Or sometimes people will have what we call tinnitus, or tinnitus, which is a ringing or a buzzing in the ear. And I should tell you that of the population in our country, that about, if you're 65 years or above, about 65% of those people do have hearing loss. Most of it's high frequency. This product is actually designed where it's going to help about 70% of the people that have hearing loss. It won't help all of them. It won't help the severe and the profound. They need to see professional people. But for the average person, it's going to help a lot of them.
Oh, it's wonderful. And I didn't even notice that you were wearing Tweak. It's so camouflaged. It's
yeah,
wonderful.
it is. And it actually comes in 3 different colors. We've got it in a silver, kind of depends on your hair. And we also have it in the black. So if you've got dark hair, then you probably want to go with the dark color, or the silver hair. You can go with the silver or the beige. So it comes in different colors. What makes us able to do this is we've got a great feedback canceller in here. And you've probably heard hearing aids before where they whistle. And with this instrument, you don't get much whistling at all.
Daniel, why do people hesitate to buy hearing aids, and how long do they typically wait before they take action?
Well, the average person waits about 7 years when they know they've got a
Really?
problem.
7 years.
7 years. And then generally they wait till it's so bad that they've got to do something. They can't function.
Why do you think it is that they wait
It's
so long?
basically because of cost. This instrument here is a PSAP. It's not a hearing aid. And a PSAP is a personal sound amplification product. And the government says PSAPs can be sold over the counter. And it's a product that you don't go to an audiologist, you don't get your hearing tested, but it's for people that have occasional difficulty hearing. It's kind of an ambiguous definition they have, but they say for people that have difficulty hearing in lectures or maybe in crowds, PSAP can be appropriate. And PSAPs can actually be sold over the counter or online.
Would you please describe for our audience what a PSAP, personal sound amplification product, is, and how does it differ from a traditional hearing aid?
Well, Kathy, the government says that the PSAP can look like a hearing aid. It can have all the components of a hearing aid. The only difference is you don't test that person's hearing.
That's the only difference.
So, and what you can compare this to, I don't know if you wear glasses, but you can go into a drugstore and you can say, I want to try this pair of glasses on or this pair of glasses on, and finally you find the one that you can see the best with. And that's what we're doing here, and that's what I've invented. We've got numerous patents on this product. So you simply are cycling through these different algorithms, just like you're looking at different lens corrections, till you find the one that's appropriate for you. You say, I can hear with that. Then you set it.
Tweak's objective is to introduce quality, affordable amplification to the millions of individuals who are presently underserved by traditional products and delivery models.
I would recommend Tweak. I think the most important reason is because of the cost. It's very affordable. It's got a wide range of affordability. It solves the problem. I mean, it is a hearing device, and it enhances hearing. I don't have a problem in recommending it to anybody, and especially people that are in a situation where they are depending on someone else to make that decision for them. As an example, the Veterans Affairs, and they have a lot of soldiers who have hearing issues from wartime, and they need something that is affordable, and this will solve their problem.
The focus feature is a great added benefit. With this, a touch of the button, the background noise disappears. I would recommend Tweak to anyone that has a hearing issue. They are very comfortable to wear, not very noticeable in the ear, very easy to control. The adjustments are very easy to use.
I don't wear Tweak 24 hours a day. I use it when I'm with people, especially now that my grandchildren are more able to communicate on a level that I understand them. I want to hear what they say. I wear it when I'm in a car. I wear it when I'm in my home. I do not wear it when I'm working out on the farm. But I try to make a point to have them with me, accessible all the time, because it does make life better.
Tweak continues to lead the way in providing access to better hearing for people around the globe with their effective, comfortable, and affordable products.
And Daniel, can you please tell us why PSAPs work for some people and not others?
Well, there are different levels of PSAPs in the world. You can go buy one for $12 in some of the stores, and it's just a piece of junk amplification. Our company is have a lot of pride in what we do, and we're into quality instruments. This is a high-end instrument. It has a high-end chip in it, a high-end feedback canceller, and I can tell you we have very little difficulty with these products. Our return rate with these PSAPs is about 10%, and that's being sold over the counter or on the internet. The average hearing aid fit by a professional, if you want to compare to that, the return rate's about 27%.
Wow.
And I think it's because we're empowering people to adjust this thing to where they like it.
Wow. You talked about the different colors that it's available in. What various models of Tweak are available?
We've got a omnidirectional and a directional right now, and later on we'll probably come out with something else. We're always improving in what we're doing. Most people are buying what they call the focus model because they do get into noise. And now for a few people, if they have finger dexterity problems or problems understanding instructions, then they might have difficulty with this. But for the average person, no. And it's kind of interesting, Kathy. There have been a number of studies that have been done just recently that show the correlation between dementia and hearing loss. So we really don't want people to have to wait beyond the time because we need to stimulate the brain with good sounds.
Oh, that's so powerful. And what is the cost difference between Tweak and the traditional hearing aid?
Well, that's the big thing. You know, I said I was in this to help people hear throughout the world.
Right.
The average hearing aids now, as you know, are pretty expensive. You know anybody that's bought one, they're $4,000 to $6,000, or maybe sometimes even higher. And that's because the companies that manufacture these hearing aids have to have a whole group of audiologists to answer questions on programming. They have to have the software. We build it all into the instrument. So this comes down an assembly line, it's built. So we don't have all of that cost.
Right.
The nice cost thing about this thing is we can sell 2 of these for about $500, which is affordable for most people. And they've got a money-back guarantee. If they don't like it, they can return it. So it's something they can try. If they don't like it, they can return it.
Right. Well, it's heartbreaking to think people are suffering in silence. You said 7 years is typical before taking action on hearing loss, and this is wonderful. Lastly, what's next for Tweak Hearing in the next few years?
Well, Kathy, the goal in my life has been to help people hear. And we will be spreading this instrument throughout the world to people that aren't as fortunate as we are. And that's my goal.
Oh, Daniel, congratulations to you. The work that you're doing, it's heroic, and you are improving the lives of people everywhere. Your humanitarian efforts are commendable. Thank you so much. And it appears that Tweak Hearing is bringing crystal clear relief to those who are in need around the globe. So thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. For Modern Living, I'm Kathy Ireland. Thank you for watching.